We're halfway through 2018, which means it's time to check in with your student loan repayment goals. In today's video, you'll see how I'm doing so far in 2018 on my student loan debt, and I'll also share a few tips for how to stay on track with your repayment goals. Stay tuned. The first tip I have for you is that it's all about your individual student loan repayment goal. Every single person is going to have a goal that's perfect for them and might not make any sense for someone else. So my goal is to pay $3,000 a month on my student loans. That's what's right for me, but it's definitely not the thing that has to be right for you. The reason I set a $3,000 a month goal is because it's aggressive enough that I'm going to pay off my debt pretty early, but it still leaves me wiggle room in my monthly budget to spend money on the experiences and things that are most important to me. My second tip is to track your repayment progress. It's super easy to set a goal and then not check in with it until the end of the year. But unfortunately, if you wait until the end of 2018, there's not a lot you can do if you didn't stick to your goal. By checking in more frequently, you hold yourself more accountable and you help identify any problems early on that may mean you need to adjust your strategy. So, checking in with my goal, how did I do? In the second quarter of 2018, my goal was to have paid $9,000 on my student loan debt. I actually ended up paying $9,840 on my student loans. So I met this goal and exceeded it just a little bit. My third tip is to use any little extra income you have to go toward your student loans. It seems obvious you'd want to use your extra income to pay down your student loans, but it's a lot harder in practice than you might think. The money I used this quarter to pay extra came from the consulting work I do on the side. Now, that's stuff I hustle above my 40-hour work week to do, and so it can be tempting to want to use that as like treat money, but in the end, I know that if I put it toward my student loans, I'll be out of debt much sooner, and that in itself is a different kind of reward. My last tip is to keep the big picture in view. One thing that's been very rewarding for me is to track the progress I've made so far this year. And that means knowing how much debt I started with and knowing how much debt I have now. The reason this is so helpful is because even though I pay $3,000 a month, when I look at just that, it seems like I'm not making that much progress. But when I stretch that out over 6 months, it's a ton of money. So far in 2018, I've paid $20,385 toward my student loans. I feel really good about that number. In January, I started with about $65,000 in student loan debt. And at the end of June, I have just over $45,000 left. Each payment is getting me a little bit closer to that debt-free dream of mine. What are your repayment goals? Let me know in the comments below. I love to hear what other people are doing to chase down their debt-free dream, and I like to cheer people on as they do it. So leave a comment below. As always, if you liked this video, please hit that subscribe button. There's a new video every Wednesday. Next week's video is going to be about what residents should do with their student loans when they start residency. We'll see you guys next week. Bye!